Our goal is to solve the equation cosine x equals 0.75 on the interval 0 to 2 pi with 0 included and 2 pi not included. And we want to find the answer correct to 4 decimal places. So the first thing that I'm going to want to do here is take the inverse cosine of both sides. So the cosine inverse of the cosine of x is going to be x. So I'm going to call this x1. This is going to be for my first x value, my first angle. And when I have my calculator, whatever calculator you use, it doesn't matter. I want to make sure my mode is in radians. And then I'm going to take the inverse cosine of my value, 0.75. And I get that my first x value is approximately 0.7227. Okay, so thinking about this for me, I know that the inverse cosine lives in quadrant 1 or quadrant 2. Since this cosine was positive, I know that it's in quadrant 1. So I draw that my first angle, x1, would lie somewhere about there. This is a sketch. You don't have to worry too much about being exact. You just want to make sure it's placed in the right quadrant. Now, thinking about this, I need to find a second value. And so I need to find a second value that also has a positive cosine. So thinking about that, that means that I need to be in the fourth quadrant, right? Because my cosine is positive in quadrants 1 and 4. So I need to think about what this is right here. Okay, so for me, thinking about this angle measure is x sub 1. That's going in a counterclockwise direction, so it's positive. If I go in a clockwise direction, that means this is negative x sub 1. Okay, so my problem is negative x sub 1, or the negative 0.7227, is not going to be between 0 and 2 pi. So I need to think, how can I get that? The way that I can get that is I can say x2 is approximately negative x1 plus 2 pi, or about 0.7227 plus 2 pi. And when I do that on my calculator, I leave this value in here and I add, actually I want to multiply that by negative 1. Okay, because that gives me the negative x sub 1. And then I want to add 2 pi. So 2 pi, and that gives me that my other value is about 5.5605 to 4 decimal places. So what I like about these problems especially is we can check these. So I want to see if cosine 0.7227, I want that to be 0.75 or about that because we've rounded a little bit. It's right in there, so that's good evidence that I got it correct. And second, cosine of 5.5605. Again, good evidence that we have it correct. So the two values that are answers to this problem are 0.7227 and 5.5605.